Today I want to take a quick peek at what's the difference between the DC and cal file. Since they are both calibration files, however the cal file has more properties in it than DC. So when we look at the DC file here and we open it, as you can see, it's only the projection and which geoid and all that stuff which has been used. Another way to look at it is just to drag it and drop it. So I just opened the blank template and drag it and drop it. As you can see, it imported a DC file. However, there is nothing in it. It's just the projection. If I open another new one, do you want to know? I'm not going to save anything. And we look in the meantime, if we look into, let's say, the calibration file, as you can see, the calibration file carries in it all the information, so all the points you have shot, all the residuals and all that stuff. So if you drag and drop in the calibration file, as you can see, the points are there, and you have the point, the typed in, for example, in local, and the GPS point. Now, why would you want all that information in your business center or in your calibration file? I have recently ran into the issue where I had to export the data from business center into a TopCon enabled machine. So I had to actually get those points so I can create a TopCon calibration, so I can export it into TopCon file. If you guys are interested, I can definitely make a video on this, but as of right now, as you can see, the calibration file is here. Now if you go to your, let's see, if you go to your reports and you do a site calibration report, boom boom boom, it has not produced a report, I don't think. Let's see, no, it has not produced a report, and the reason being is that you have to recalibrate your file in the business center to get that report. To recalibrate the file in the business center, you would go under site calibration, site calibration, site calibration, and you can definitely take a look at, you know, you compute it. Old calibration will be deleted. Do you want to continue? It gives you your residuals. So I basically recalculated the calibration which was there, and I believe now if I go to site calibration, no, I have to apply it. And if I go now to reports, site calibration report, Trimble Business Center will generate a site calibration report. As you can see, this calibration was a little bit, quite a bit off here, which I don't believe was the case in the original calibration. 38 horizontal, 81 vertical. This is just an example from a client, so I'm not sure what went wrong with that, but that's how you get, right? And it's very important to get that report, for example, since this report will give you all the GNSS point coordinates, calculate point and grid point coordinates, right? So if you have that information, you can recreate the calibration at any system you need. Let's go back to create a brand new file, and let's go back to import that DC file in. And as you can see, since we go to DC file and we hit the site calibration, I imported. I hit site calibration command, and it's not going to even open because there is no. It is calibrated and it's not. So you have the parameters there, but there is no pair of points. So business center can't really recreate coordinates the calibration based on your points you shot. So very important, be mindful that the cal file is what you want, and the cal file will carry along the information which from your calibration, which points you have shot, what were the residuals and all that. Hope you found this interesting, and we'll see you next one.